Hey guys, I needed a little bit of a distressor. I think we all needed a little bit of a distressor this week, but I certainly did. So this week has been emotional. This week has been lots of headaches. Let me put this down so I don't like chop my finger off. It's been emotional. It's been a lot of headaches. It has been a lot of literal, I had a migraine earlier in the week, or I think it was on Tuesday. It was a lot of readings, which I'm very thankful for. I'm not complaining about that aspect, but definitely had way more bookings for live sessions than I'm used to, which I'm very, like I said, I'm very grateful for it. But it was like jamming a lot of appointments in a single week, because I think the reason why a lot of you guys were booking with me the last minute was because I'm not taking orders, like bookings, for 2 weeks because I'm going on vacation. And so I think a lot of you guys were just kind of like, oh, let me book my session in now so that I don't miss out on it and stuff, which is totally fine. So but that's what was going on. And it's just been a really interesting week. And not on top of all that, we're doing the elections. We're still in the elections. I don't even know what's going on with that. I haven't looked at the news. I kind of shut off the TV and looked away from the news. I'll hold this for a second. I don't have my tripod, which I should have brought it. I wasn't planning on doing a video. But I just thought I was watching YouTube videos, and then I figured, you know what, let me just turn on the thing and record my own little thing so I have something to put on YouTube. So anyways, I was watching the elections on election day, the election day, and that night and up until 1 in the morning, I think. And I realized, you know what, this is ridiculous. I'm going to turn off the news. I'm not going to look at it anymore. And then the following day, woke up with a migraine, and it's just been a lot. So I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going on with the news, but I'll check later. Or I'm sure my mom or my sister will text me. So anyways, so I needed a distressor, and today I did a couple readings, and hubby's at work, and I just I don't want to turn on the TV and zone out to the TV, even though there's nothing wrong with that. It's just sometimes I need to do something with my hands, Gemini rising here, we're always fidgeting. If you guys can tell, how I always touch my hair and stuff, that's a Gemini rising trait, by the way. So I have here, let's see if I can grab it with one hand. I have here my Druid plant oracle. And I have been wanting to do this project of cutting the borders off of the cards for the longest time. So the cards typically look like this. This deck comes with blank cards, so that's why there's nothing on there. But as you can see, it has this gorgeous floral or herby, kind of earthy border. Now let me put this down because I need to be able to use both hands. So you can tell it has this herby, florally border, and then it has a white border on top of that, which I think is just so ugly. I don't love the backs, so they're not my favorite, but this type of the Druid plant, it's also the same creator created the Druid tarot. I think it's called the Druid tarot. So you'll know the backs. It's the same kind of backs for all of the decks. So anyways, I wanted to get rid of the borders because they're such big cards anyway. So that's what I've been doing. And these are the ones I've finished so far. So we go from, these white borders to nothing. And they're really, really pretty. They look really nice. They look really nice. The pictures, they just really pop, and you just get this gorgeous imagery of the herbs. And so now that I cut them, all I have to do is round off the corners. So that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm going to be doing with my corner rounder. And I just have 3 more cards to cut the last of the border off, and then we're good to go. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And that's why I just wanted to kind of like turn on the video and talk to you guys. So yeah, it's been a really stressful week, and I'm just ready for next week because hubby is going to be on vacation from work, and that means we have time to spend together, which is nice because he has crazy schedules and they're always changing. Now I get to move this out of the way. His schedule is always changing, and you know how that is. When you don't have when there's no consistency, it's just hard. It's hard. I get lonely. I get like antsy when I haven't seen him for a while. I get so used to having him around. I just need my dose of my husband. So I'm just really, 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 really looking forward to having him home for 2 weeks. So looking forward to it. And obviously, if he's going on vacation, I go on vacation. So I announced it on Instagram, telling you guys that, hey, I'm going to be taking off, taking some time to self and to spend time with my hubs. And that is the plan. Oh, I don't think this is going to work. I should have just got my tripod. Sorry, guys. Oop, nope, it's not going to work. But yeah, just spending time with the hubs. So we're going to go to the beach. We're leaving Tuesday. And my sister-in-law is going to be babysitting my cats. So that's going to be fun. And I'm just looking forward to having a beachy getaway. We're going to be gone for 2 nights, and I just can't wait. It's only 2 nights. We wanted to stay longer, but you know, we have other plans too. So spend some time at the beach and get a dose of the ocean. I know I need it. I'm going to do a huge cleanse for myself, and I'm just so looking forward to it. Like, after a while, I just get the calling for the beach. I have like chairs. My parents brought over, my dad has a bunch of those folding chairs and tables because I am hosting a very small and intimate Thanksgiving dinner as well during our vacation. So it's just going to be very intimate and just a little something to have, just basically like the inner circle over. So I'm looking forward to it. And my cozy little house will be full of people. I make it sound like it's going to be this big party, and it's not. But I just look forward to having, like, you know, dinner and just having a sense of Thanksgiving because my husband works on Thanksgiving. So it's like we have to just make do with the time that he does have off and take advantage of it. And that's what we're doing. So hosting Thanksgiving, pre-Thanksgiving, and going on a beachy vacation getaway and spending time at home. And hopefully I will be filming from a new phone in the next, week or 2. So that's also the plan. Kind of like a little early Christmas gift to each other. Me and Hubs are going to finally get new phones, because it's been almost 4 years. So I'm just at the point where I'm tired of having to plug in the cell phone because I use my phone to film videos. So I'm just at the point where I'm tired of having to constantly like plug it in to charge. And I must plug in my phone to charge at least 4 or 5 times a day. Like, my battery dies pretty quick now. So you know how that is. But we got through 3.5 years of no new phones. So I'm looking forward to having a new phone. And so that's another plan too, is to, get that. And I don't know, we're going to start looking at getting a new stove and microwave set, because this one is the original that came with the house, and it's old, and the microwave is just ready to go. So I'm just ready to have some new appliances. And I don't know, Black Friday sales, like I told my husband, we need to take advantage of that. So we're probably going to be Black Friday sale, or we're probably going to buy ourselves a new stove and microwave set. Who would have known one day I would be excited over household appliances. But yeah, so that's like the gist of what's going on in my land, in my world, my land. But yeah, doing these decks, trimming the borders off of these has been very relaxing, you guys. And I really want to like color the borders green, but I don't have a green marker, and that'll be another continuance of the project. But yeah. I was picking out my decks that I wanted to use for the fall season, the rest of the fall season, because we're still in fall. If you haven't, you guys, just because Halloween is done doesn't mean fall is over with. We're still in fall, and I'm not using my dark themed decks with the exception of like 2 of my skeleton decks, but we're still in fall, so at least I'm in fall mode. I don't get into Christmas mode until after Thanksgiving. So I'm still in fall mode for the next couple of weeks. And I picked out decks that I wanted to work with in readings for clients that gives me a fall feel. And I know the herbs is kind of a spring thing, but for some reason, the herb decks give me a fall feel. So, so when I pulled this one out, I was like, man, I really haven't used the Druid Plant Oracle. And mainly the reason is because I've been wanting to cut the borders off. So now that I've done it, I'm hoping I will reach for this deck 10 times more than I normally do. So that was a fun project. What else? Any other updates? I don't think I have. There's nothing really major going on in my life, to be honest. Like, everything is pretty basic and chill. Fucking emotional though, you guys. Like, and please excuse my language. But you could tell I don't have kids. Like, if I had kids, I probably would be a little bit more mindful of my F-bombs, but I don't have kids, and the cats could care less. They're not even in the room with me. So the cats hardly ever hang out with me. They only hang out with my husband. I don't know how that happens. They freaking love him. So anyways, so please excuse my F-bombs, because I know some of you guys will sometimes put me on your TV to watch, which I think is so funny. Like, I always tell my husband when you guys do that, because a couple of you have posted pictures, or you'll send me a little Instagram thingy of me on your TV, and my husband gets a kick out of it. Like, he laughs because he's just like, you're so dorky, and they're watching you on TV like you're some celebrity, and I'm like, I know, it's kind of funny. Anyways, but yeah, so I don't even know what point I was trying to make. I lost my train of thought. It is so windy. Oh, emotions. Okay, we'll talk about emotions right now, but it's so windy right now. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. I keep my windows like open during the day because the cats love to look outside. So there's like the little screen between them and, you know, the wilderness or the desert landscape, I should say. But they love to look outside. So I've had the windows open, and it's very windy. It's been windy all day today, but I kind of like it. It's the sound of the wind coming in and out of the screen, and just the sound of like the desert wind. It's very different from the way the wind sounded back when I was living in the suburbs where my parents are. So now I'm up in the desert, and it's a different feel when it's windy. And it kind of sounds like the ocean in a way. Like, I know that sounds weird, but it does. It reminds me of the ocean. So I love windy days like this, because sometimes I'll just lay down and close my eyes, and I'll imagine it being ocean waves, and it's just kind of nice. So I love the ocean. I don't know why I'm living in the desert, but it was affordable, and that was the only way we were going to be able to afford a house. So I should be thankful. But one day, I'm manifesting it, you guys. One day we're going to be living oceanside. So it's going to happen. Maybe not for a while, but it's going to happen. So anyways, emotions. This week I've been really, really emotional. I had a lot of weird instances this week where I connected with a girl on my Instagram DM, mediumship wise, like literally saw the person she was inquiring about, and it was just a really beautiful moment, like a little 10-minute moment with her. But I was feeling the emotions prior to connecting. So I was able to kind of like figure most of those emotions I was feeling didn't belong to me, that they belonged to her and him and everybody else. And then I felt super, super, super emotional yesterday. Last night, I was having nasty, deep, dark thoughts. Like my headspace was going in a negative direction, and I'm not proud of it, but I'm also owning it because that's the reality. Like sometimes I'm just not okay. And that's okay. But it was like one of those weird waves of emotions that overcame out of nowhere for me. So then today, when I was connecting with my clients, the first words out of one of them was, "I have been so emotional and I'm probably ready to cry." And I was like, there we go. So there was that. And then the second client I had also shed some tears in the reading. And it just kind of seemed like a theme with a lot of my clients this week, was being emotional and feeling very like vulnerable and feeling very just sensitive and crying or on the verge of crying and all of that. So seeing that theme with them, and then the fact that we had sessions booked this week and that I was meeting with these beautiful people, really, the moon is void. So it's no longer in Cancer, thank the Lord. But what my whole point is when I have clients, like when I do these one-on-one bookings, and when I say one-on-one, it's a virtual face-to-face. I feel the emotions of those clients 10 times stronger than I do when I do a video session. So when I'm face-to-face with a client, I'll feel physical stuff that they have, or I'll feel emotional stuff. And that's what was happening this week. So I'm claiming some of the emotional aspects and feeling sensitive and all of that for myself. Like that was totally me. But I'm also saying that some of these like emotional hiccups that I was having was also me feeling my client. So it was a beautiful thing. We were able to, figure it out and talk about it, and it was a beautiful session. But yeah, it was kind of nice to be able to know where these emotions were coming from. The moon. So I just got a little notification because I have that iLuna app on my phone. So if you have an iPhone, look up iLuna and download the app. It's really, really good. I totally recommend it. And it just said the moon is void. So that means it is in between two signs. It is no longer in the sign of Cancer. It is moving on to what comes after Cancer, Leo? I don't know. Cancer is in my second house. My third house is it Leo? I think it's Leo. I don't know. Anyways, but Cancer, when the moon is in Cancer, I get very, very sensitive, very sensitive. And my birth chart, the moon is naturally in Cancer, so that's my home sign. So when it transits Cancer, I do feel my emotions are heightened, and that's how I was the last couple days. So hopefully that means the little emotional breakdowns are over with and I'm good to go. I'm kind of glad that I'm like going through the emotional breakdowns right now, because I feel like that means I'm going to be in the clear for my vacation. Please, I hope. The only thing I'm worried about is like out of like the whole because I have irregular periods, you guys. I know, sorry, TMI. We're going to talk about periods right now. But I have irregular periods, and I haven't had a period in 3 months. I don't know. I think it's like been almost 4 months. It's been a long time. So I've had like 2 periods this year, and it's been MIA. And I was joking with my husband earlier. I was like, what if with my luck I start my period right before we go on our little beach getaway? And he's just like, please don't. Because, then when you start your period, it's like, it's a kind of a damper. I mean, we're going to the fucking beach. Like, I'm not planning on going in the water or anything like that, but I'm aiming for, a romantic getaway. I don't need my, volcanic eruption to take place on my romantic getaway. So so I'm just kind of like crossing my fingers that these emotions that I'm feeling are not like the first wave of like the period happening. But hey, if she comes, she comes, and I just have to let it go and ride with it and deal with it. But I'm just hoping that I can at least have one romantic night without having to worry about that. So come on, like a beachy getaway is supposed to be romantic. I just can't wait to fall asleep to the sound of the waves. The place that we're staying is beach, like literally it's a beachfront hotel. Like, I'm fucking kidding, not even fucking kidding you. You're on the sand. You're literally on the sand. So it's gorgeous and I can't wait, and I'm super, super excited for it. And I haven't seen the ocean in 3 years, like literally 3 years. I think the last time I went to the ocean, actually I went to this hotel was, I think it was in 2017, because last year, 2019, couldn't go because hubby was doing his thing. And then the year before that, we moved back home. We were living back home at my parents' house and buying this house. So we were going through that whole transition. Actually, we may have gone to the beach in 2018. So it may have only been 2 years, but regardless, it's still too long. And then now, like where we live, we're even further away from the ocean. So we're not, I mean, I'm not that far away from it. Like maybe like it's about 2 hours. So it's not that bad, but where I used to live, it was a little bit less. It was like not as far. So it does kind of suck, but whatever. So yeah, I just can't wait. I can't wait. That is literally all I can think about is the ocean, the smell of it. Just, oh my God. I can't wait. I'm going to bring my tripod with me when we go, because I'm thinking I might do like a quick little, video like this, like how I am right now with you guys. So hopefully I'll be able to do something or put something together, or maybe I'll do like a little vlog type of thing. I ain't like fancy with the whole YouTube stuff. I don't have video editing software or anything like that, but I could still put together a vlog. So I'll see what I can do, and maybe you guys will get a little taste of the getaway. My hubby and I, like, there's this spot where it's like a little animal rescue, like an ocean animal rescue. And my hubby and I like to go and see the seals, and we make a donation, and you can make a donation, and then you can also like donate to a specific seal that they have for the rescue. And that donation money will pay for like their medicine or their whatever they need. It's like for injured animals and stuff. So it's a really sweet thing, and I have a very soft spot for any ocean marine creature, even though, please forgive me, I eat sushi and all that stuff, but like eating fish is my favorite thing in the world. But I also have a soft spot for that sounds so horrible. I have a soft spot for the ocean creatures. And so my husband and I, every year we donate to the animal shelter that we rescued Luna and Starla from. We rescued them from the same animal shelter. But we also donate to this ocean rescue center. So so I can't wait to go, because I want to see the seals, and I don't know, it's open. So I was looking it up to make sure it was open, because COVID and all that, but it's open. So I can't wait. I can't wait to go see the little babies. So anyways, it's 24 minutes. That was fast. Time flies. I didn't even do the rounding on the deck, but I'm going to go ahead and put some music on and do that now. And I just wanted to check in with you guys and tell you guys that I hope you guys are all doing well. Those of you guys that live in the States, it's been a wild week. So I hope you guys got rest and sleep and are feeling good and de-stressing in some healthy manner. And no matter what happens, we're going to be good. We're all strong individuals and we can handle anything. But I love you guys, and I just wanted to check in and say hey. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. And probably the next video will be on the beach. So until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye, loves.